Hello, good morning, dear students. In the previous class, we have come across regarding the correlation, Carl Pearson's correlation with the help of actual mean method. But in this class, let us will have a calculation on assumed mean method. See, in the examination, specifically, if you are going to mention means you people have to follow the particular method. Have you followed the last class what we have done in actual mean? Have you written the things in the notes? Because whatever the questions will be given and the question papers will be circulated through by your WhatsApp. The things you people have to do because this time you'll not having you'll be having offline exams. This is very particular from the university. You people have to write definitely the exams. So be serious for the classes. Have you people understood the actual mean method? Say one thing.
Yes, ma'am, understand.
Okay. Shall we go for the next kind of thing that is called as assumed mean method? So in the case of this assumed mean method, two formulas will be there. So where r equals n into sigma dx dy divided by sigma dx into sigma dy divided by root of n into sigma dx square minus sigma dx whole square against root of n into sigma dy square minus sigma dy whole square. Either you can able to apply the above formula or the next formula also. The next, see, in the case of a correlation, we are going to consider for the calculation only deviation values. We are not considering any actual values for the calculation. And the next thing is that here, so one more formula you can able to see here, that the calculation of correlation, that is sigma dx dy minus sigma dx into sigma dy divided by n. So this is the total of dx into dy, x into y, what we are going to multiply the products of the deviation. And here sigma dx is specifically what we are going to add sigma dx value into sigma dy value divided by n. Either you can take n the earlier, yeah, or you can go n in case of the second, that is called as division. So, but the rest of the things here we are not going to have the n in the first place, but in the second case of formula. So be particular to any one formula. Don't get confused. Any one formula you can able to adopt for the calculation of correlation in the case of assumed mean method, or root of n sigma dx square minus sigma dx whole square divided by n. It is not the square root to the overall n, it is only for the numerator value, that is sigma dx whole square divided by n. Again root of n sigma dy square minus sigma dy whole square divided by n. So we have very clearly written what are the denotations here. So dx is nothing but the deviations what we have taken from the variables of x. Any one of the variable in the x values we can able to consider it as a. So in the case of dy also, any one variable has to be considered as the y a. So we'll get the, in case of x we'll get x minus a. In case of dy we are going to calculate with the help of y minus a. And when we are going to multiply this dx into dy, it is nothing but the summation of product of dx into dy. And sigma dx square, what we are going to calculate, it is the sum of the squares. Dx value will be square it, then it will become dx square. Again dy value, when you are going to square it, it will become dy square. And the deviations of dx is nothing but sum of the deviation. The total value of the deviation of x variables will be called as sigma dx, and the total variable values of the y values are called as sigma dy value. Let us will see one of the problem here what they have given. Be clear in the question that what they are going to correlate, in between what you have to do the relationship, or you have to calculate the relationship here. So from the following data, calculate the coefficient of correlation and interpret the value. There is no kind of the variables, simply they have given very simple question here. One is the x value, another one will be the y value. In case of x value, the values are 38, 40, 42, 44, 44 again, 45, 46, 48 and 50. Again, in the case of y values, 10, 21, 15, 12, 14, 13, 15, 12 and 20. So this is the question what they have given. So just by seeing the formula, you should decide how many columns has to be taken. See, we are here, we have been adopted the first kind of formula here. So for dx and dy, this one column will be there. The sigma dx one column 2, sigma dy one column 3, dx square 4, dy square 5, then sigma this one. So total we'll be having the actual values of x and y, then dx, dy, and then dx square, dy square, dx into dy. So total how many columns here? There are total 7 columns, both in the actual as well as in the case of assumed mean. We have to draw a column of table of 7 columns. So let us will write the first column contains of x column, the second will be for the y variables, actual values what they have been given in the question. So the x values are, see the question here, they have given 38, 40, 42, 44, again 44, 45, 46, 48 and 50. And in the case of y values also, what is there in the question, write as it is, that is 10, 21, 15, 12, 14, 13, 15, 12 and 20. Now we should go for calculating. One is dx, another one is dy. How to calculate this dx? In case of actual mean method, we have to calculate first the actual mean of x and actual mean of y, then we should do the deviation from the x variables and y variables. But it is totally different in the case of assumed mean value. Any one variable has to be assumed as what? A here. We are not doing x minus actual mean. The very simple, this is x minus a. And for the calculation of deviation of dy value, it is y minus a. Among these x variables, you select any one variable. Here we have considered the assumed mean as 44. Then we should keep on deducting all the variables with 44. That is 38 minus 44 is minus 6. 40 minus 44, 40 minus 44 is minus 4, 42 minus 44 is minus 2, then 44 minus 44 is 0, 45 minus 44 it is 1, 46 minus 44 is 2, 48 minus 44 is 6, then 50 minus 44 is 6. Then the total of all dx values, because we require this sigma dx and dy to substitute in the formula, as well as dx square, dy square, as well as dx into dy. Similarly, how you calculated for the deviation of x, in the same kind, you have to calculate for the y variables for the deviation of y also. Deviation of y is nothing but y minus a. Among these y variables, any one value has to be considered as the assumed value, that is assumed mean. Here we have taken it is 40. So 10 minus 14 is minus 4, 21 minus 14 is 7. You should see the highest number sign has to be indicated here. 15 minus 14 is 1, 12 minus 14 is minus 2, and 14 minus 14 is 0, 13 minus 14 is minus 1, 15 minus 14 is 1, 12 minus 14 is minus 2, and 20 minus 14 is 6. The total of all deviation values of y is nothing but 6. Now we should go for calculating x square. See the dx what we have calculated, square it. So 6 into minus 6 into minus, it will become plus, then it will become 6 square is nothing but 36. 4 into 4 is 16, 2 into 2 is 4, this will be 2 zeros, 1 into 1 is 1, 2 into 2 is 4, and 4 into 4 is 16. 6 into 6 is 36, the total dx square is 113. Similarly, calculate the y square also. Square all the dy values, then you have to frame the column of dy square. Minus 4 into minus 4, it is 16. And then 7 into 7 is 49, 1 into 1 is 1, minus 2 into 2 is 4, 0, 1, 1, 4, 36, total all the values of deviation of y square, then it will become sigma dy square, it is 112. Now we have to calculate the value of dx into dy, that is nothing but the multiplication of both dx into dy. So minus 6 into minus 4, minus into minus become plus, then 6 into 4 is 24, minus into plus is minus, 7 4s are 28, plus into minus is minus, 2 1s are 2, is 2, 0 into 2 is 0, this here it is 0, 1 plus into minus is minus, 1 into 1 is 1, 2 into 1 is 2, 4 into 2 is minus 8, 6 into 6 is 36. Total all the values you are going to get. The total of sigma dx into dy, it will be 23. So this is how we have to calculate all the values by using the table. That is also very important here. And see, now the thing is we have to substitute in the formula. So we have taken the first formula, that is for the assumed mean method, r equals n into sigma dx dy minus sigma dx into sigma dy divided by square root of n sigma dx square minus sigma dx whole square, again root of n sigma dy square minus sigma dy whole square. Now we have to substitute all the values what they have given in the table, what we have calculated. N is nothing but the total number of variables what is there in the question, that is 9. So dx into dy value, it is 23. We have to substitute in the place of sigma dx into dy, product of the deviation values, that is 23 minus sigma dx value, it is here we have calculated, it is 1, and dy value it is 6. Substitute the values in the place of dx and dy. In the sigma dx it is 1, sigma dy it is 6, then divided by root of n is nothing but 9, sigma dx square, the value here sigma dx square we calculated is 113, dx square dy square is 110. Substitute in the formula, that is 113 dx square minus sigma dx means only the total of deviation of x value, that is 1. Substitute in the formula, that is 1 whole square. Again root of n for the y square values to be substitution, n total number of variables, number of items, and dy square what we calculated in the table, that is 112 here. Substitute the value of 112 in the formula, minus again dy value has to be substituted, that is 6. It is not y square, it is only sigma dy 6 square. Now r equals 23 into 9 is 207, 1 into 6 is 6, root of 9 into 113, 1017 minus 1 square is nothing but 1. Again root of 112 into 9 is 1008, minus 6 into 6 is 36. Then r equals 201, 207 minus 6 is 201. Then root of 117 minus 1 is 1016. Then root of 36 is nothing but 972. So r equals 2001 divided by, remove the square root of 1016. The value is 31.8747 into, remove the square root of 972. Yes, Praveen Kumar, you can unmute, and any doubts are there? That is root of 972 if you are going to remove 31.177. Praveen Kumar is there?
Okay, ma'am.
Yes, Praveen
Yes,
Kumar. What's your doubt, man?
Ma'am. Continue.
Yes, okay, thank you. And then r equals 201 divided by then 31 point, sorry, multiply these what we have removed the square root, that is 31.8747 into 31.177. The product of these two is 993.75. Then we should divide it. We are getting a correlation that is positive here. That is nothing but 0.2022. Already in the previous class we have one table for the interpretation of the correlation. Now this 0.2020, it is under the range. We are going to get, as it is a positive correlation from 0 to 0.25, that is the low degree positive correlation between the x and y variables. It is very clear that the formula you people have to remember, and you should see that between what you people have to calculate the correlation. Very specifically they'll mention in the question, you should see whether they have given directly the values or you people have to calculate the values. This is how to calculate according to the assumed mean. Let us will go for the second question here. See here, from the following data given in the table, find the correlation coefficient between age and playing of students they have given. So in the first question, in the first column, the row they have given age of the students. One is 15 years, 16 years, 17 years, 18, 19 and 20. And also the total number of students they have given. The students, those who are coming under the age of 15, the total, there are 250 students were there. 16 years age, 200 students. 17 years age are 150. 18 years are 120. 19 years are 100, and 20 years age are 80 students were there. Similarly, how many students are regularly they are playing? So out of 250, regular players are only 200. Out of 200, 150 students. Out of 150, 90 students were there. And out of 120, 48 students. Out of 100, 30 students were there. Out of 80, 12 students are there. This is the thing what they have been given in the question. Let us will see the thing here in the case. Now we should see that between what has to be correlated. Here very clearly they have given age is one variable, playing of students they have given. Now we should, but in the question there is no playing of students. One, they have given number of students and regular players. For that case, when we have to assume, if you are assuming x variable as the age of the students and y variable as the playing of students, then we need to calculate the value, that is the variable value of y. Let us will calculate the values of the y variable values. So we have considered x variable for as age and y variable as the playing habits. For the calculation of these playing habits, we are going to calculating with the help of percentage here. The formula we are using here, the ratio of regular players to total students. Regular players divided by number of students into 100. When we are going to multiply into 100, it is going to show the percentage of students. So one by one we need to calculate age. We very clearly they have given, that is 250 and 200 are the regular players. Regular players are 200 divided by 250 into 100. 80% are having the playing habits. And for the age of 16 also, we should see how many students are playing regular players divided by number of students. 150 divided by 200 into 100, it is 75%. Similarly, for the age of 17 years age, 90 divided by 150 into 100, 60%. And 18 years age, 48 divided by 120 into 100, it is 60%. 18 years age is 48 by 120 into 100, 40%. In case of 19 years, 30%, 20 years is 15% we calculated here. And the next thing is that so here, sorry students, some one slide might have been missed. Uh, this is how you people have to calculate for the x and y variables. And here, I'll send you when we are going to, I'll send the slides for you for the calculation. And when we are going to have this kind of things, we should see how many columns. It is total 7 columns has to be framed a table. One is x column, y column, dx column, dy column, then dx square, dy square, as well as dx into dy. After calculating here the actual solution value we have got here, the table I'll send you in the WhatsApp group. So you have to calculate here. After calculation, we got the value of r, that is negative 0.992. So the between the age and playing habits, we have the negative correlation, that is of r equals 0.992. So let us will see the third question here. The following are the results of final BBA examination in a college. Calculate the coefficient of correlation between age and success. Now we should see in the question whether age values are given and the success values are given, but age also they have given in the form of class intervals. So we need to calculate for the help of class intervals. Midpoints can be considered as the what x variable. For the calculation of success, we need to calculate with the help of the formula. See, the age of candidates are between 19 to 28, 20 to 21, 21 to 22, 22 to 23, 23 to 24, 24 to 25. And the candidates appear here, they are given, that is 120 and 100 students appeared for the examination, 70, 40, 10 and 5. And successful candidates are 72, 55, 35, 18, 4 and 1 are the values what I have given in the question. Now we need to calculate between the values of age with the help of midpoints, as well as success has to be calculated. For the calculation of the rate of success, we should use the formula, that is rate of success equals successful candidates divided by candidates appeared into 100. So similarly, how we calculated in the previous question, the same manner, substitute the values in the formula, that is successful candidates here are 72, number of total candidates are 120 into, for every 100% we have calculated, for every 100 it is 60, and the second one is 55, 50, 45, 40 and 20. So we have assumed the mid value as x variable and the rate of success will be the y variable. And let us will substitute in the case of x values, the mid values what we have calculated here, that is 19.5, 20.5, 21.5, 22.5, 23.5 and 24.5. In the case of y also, we need what we calculated as the rate of success here in the previous thing slide, that is 60, 55, 50, 45, 40 and 20 need to be substituted here. Then we require to calculate the dx value. Consider among this x variable any one as the value of a. Here we have considered 19.5 as the assumed mean. So 19.5 minus 19.5, it will be 0. 20.5 minus 19.5 is 1. Then 21.5 minus 19.5 is 2. 22.5 minus 19.5 is 3. And 23.5 minus 19 point is 20. 24.5 minus 19.5 is 0. Uh, Now we need to calculate, that is 5, and dy value also need to calculate. Here we have considered the value, that is 20 here, the last number. 60 minus 20, it is 40. 55 minus 20 is 35. 50 minus 20 is 30. 45 minus 20 is 25. 40 minus 20 is 20. 20 minus 20 is 10. Now we need to go for squaring the dx value. Square it 0. It is 1 into 1 is 1. 2 into 2 is 4. 3 into 3 is 9. 4 into 4 is 16. 5 into 5 is 25. In the same manner, dy square. 40 into 40 is 1600. 35 into 35 is 1225. 30 into 30 is 900. 25 into 25 is 625. 20 into 20 is 400. Then it will be 0. Multiply dx into dy. 0 into 40 is 0. 1 into 35 is 35. 2 into 30 is 60. 3 into 25 is 75. 4 into 20 is 80. 5 into 0 is 0. Total all the values of dx, dy, dx square, dy square and dx, dy. Dx is 15, dy is 150, x square is 55, y square is 4750, and dx dy is 250. Substitute the values in the formula. Any one formula you have to be followed very, or else it will be a confusion for you people. The first formula we have been used here, n into sigma dx dy minus sigma dx dy into divided by n root of n into sigma dx square minus sigma dx whole square. Again root of n sigma dy square minus sigma dy whole square. Substitute the values what we have calculated in the table. That is r equals total number of items are 6. Dx dy value is 250 and dx value is 15 here. Dy value is 150. Substituted that. Root of 6 into dx is 55 minus dx square is 15. Sorry, dx square is 55 and dy square is 4750. And see here 55 dx value is 15, dy is 150. We substituted all the values, then we calculated 250 into 6 is 1500 minus 15 into 150 is 2250 divided by root of 6 into 55 is the 330 minus 15 square is 225. Again root of 6 into 4750 is 28,500 minus 150 into 150 is 22,500. R equals 1,500 minus 2,250. So we are getting a value that is negative minus 750 divided by root of 330 minus 225 is 105. Then 28,500 minus 22,500 is 6,000. Then we'll have to remove the square root. The values, that is 10.247 into 77.46, divide it. Then we'll get the value, that is r equals 0.9449. It is totally, we can say it is negative. It is high degree negative correlation between age and rate of success. So this is how we need to calculate. You can able to see the fourth question for the calculation of assumed mean. See here, whatever the exact values are given in the question, or we need to be calculated very clear. We should be very clear relating to those points. Calculate Carl Pearson's coefficient of correlation between advertisement expenses and total profits. See very clearly they have given advertisement expenses are very clear here in this case. That is given in the form of class intervals. We need to calculate with the help of midpoints. And regarding total profits, no clear values are there, so we need to be calculated. Here for this they have given profit per unit and units sold. So profit per units, the expenses which is under 0 to 10, 10 to 20, 20 to 30, it is in the form of 1000. 30 to 40 up to 60 to 70, they have given in the form of thousands here. We need to be calculated here. For this case, the formula has to be used. That is total profit is nothing but profit per unit into number of units sold. Just you people have to multiply here. 10 into 10 is 100, 12 into 150, 15, 8 into 20, 14 into 25, 10 into 50, 16 into 40, and 20 into 30 for the calculation of total profit. So we are going to assume X variable as advertisement expenses and Y variable as total profits. In that X also we need to calculate only the mid values of the advertisement expenses. Need to be calculated in the first column X values, Y column the values what we have multiplied with the profit per unit into number of units sold. Then here we calculated deviation, that is it is nothing but X minus A divided by M. How we used to calculate the class intervals in case of step deviation method, only wherever we are going to see here just we have to apply D dash. It is nothing but very clear here, that is sigma. In case of dx into dy, we used to write d dash x into d dash y. Here also it is nothing but d dash x into d dash y. Then x square will also become d dash x square, and y square also become d dash y square. In the manner of that we have been calculated. In the previous things and all, it is the shortcut method. Here we have used the step deviation method. We simplified still more for the calculation. It is nothing but x minus a divided by 10 here. So all the x values here we have considered 35 as the assumed mean. So we calculated x minus means pi minus 35 divided by 10. 10 is a common, we have taken as a common factor. We calculated d dash x, that is minus 3, minus 2, minus 1, 0, 1, 2, 3. The value of d dash x is 0. In the same manner, dy or d dash y also y minus a divided by 10. So here we have taken 10 or 100, whichever you feel like to take as a common factor. We have taken here 10 as a common factor. The value of a is 350. So here 100 minus 350 divided by 10, 180 minus 350 divided by 10, if it is plus is plus, minus or minus you have to write along with the numbers. Then the d dash y is 8. Then square it, the dx value has to be square it. So we got the value, that is the total, it is some deviation, it is 28. Then in the same manner dy, square it, the dy value, then we'll get the total d dash y square, it is 2966, then multiply. In the same manner how we did in the previous thing, just here, that is the deviation values will be in the form of step deviation method. See the formula. So R equals n, we have to write on the table calculation of Pearson's correlation coefficient, n sigma dx d dash x d dash into d dash y minus sigma d dash x into sigma d dash y root of n sigma d dash x square minus sigma d dash x whole square n sigma d dash y square minus sigma d dash y whole square. Substitute the values what you have calculated in the table, then we'll get the correlation value, that is 0.9592. So this is the value, that is the positive correlation between, high degree positive correlation between the advertisement expenses and the what we have calculated total profits. This is how we need to calculate with the help of assumed mean method. So ಈ ರೀತಿ ನಾವು assumed mean method ಅಲ್ಲಿ calculation ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. ತುಂಬಾ ಕ್ಲಿಯರ್ ಆಗಿರಬೇಕು. Correlation is very simple to calculate. Actual mean ಆಗ್ಬೋದು, deviation ಅಥವಾ assumed mean ಆಗ್ಬೋದು. ಬಟ್ ನೀವು ಕ್ಯಾಲ್ಕುಲೇಷನ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ ಯಾವ್ದು ಜೊತೆ correlation between what variables you need to calculate the relationship to, that is very important here. So this is for the 14 marks ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಕೇಳುವಂತ question ಇದು. So this is how we need to calculate actual ಮತ್ತೆ assumed mean. Have you people followed what we have done? Actual mean ಅರ್ಥ ಆಗಿದೆ ನಿಮಗೆ? ಇನ್ನ ಬೇರೆ questions ಅನ್ನ ಕಳಿಸ್ತೀನಿ ನಿಮಗೆ, question paper ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಇರೋವಂಥದ್ದನ್ನ ಅದನ್ನ ನೀವು ಸಾಲ್ವ್ ಮಾಡಿ ನನಗೆ ಕಳಿಸಿ. ನೀವು ಆದಷ್ಟು ಒಂದು ನೋಟ್ಸ್ ಅನ್ನ ಮೇಂಟೈನ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಬರೆದ್ರೆ ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿರುತ್ತೆ. ಯಾಕಂದ್ರೆ ಕ್ವೆಶ್ಚನ್ ಪೇಪರ್ಸ್ ಎಲ್ಲ ನೀವು ಸಾಲ್ವ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕಾಗತ್ತೆ. ಆನ್ಸರ್ ಅನ್ನ ಪೋಸ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಿ, ಲೆಟ್ ಅಸ್ ವಿಲ್ ಸಿ ದ ಆನ್ಸರ್ ಏನ್ ಬಂದಿರುತ್ತೆ ಅನ್ನೋಂಥದ್ದು ಎಲ್ಲರಿಗೂ ಗೊತ್ತಾಗುತ್ತೆ. ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಯು ಪೀಪಲ್ ಫಾಲೋಡ್ ರಿಗಾರ್ಡಿಂಗ್ ದ ಮೆಥಡ್ಸ್ ಹಿಯರ್? ಅರ್ಥ ಆಗಿದೆಯಾ ಎಲ್ಲರಿಗೂ? ಯಾರಾದ್ರೂ ಒಬ್ರು ಹೇಳಿ, ಅರ್ಥ ಆಗಿದೆಯಮ್ಮ? ಇದನ್ನ ನೀವು ಬರೆದು ಎಲ್ಲರೂ ಬರ್ಕೊಂಬಿಡಿ ಇದು, ಯಾಕಂದ್ರೆ ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಎಕ್ಸಾಮ್ಸ್ ಇದೆ ಈ ಸತಿ. ಸೊ ಅದರಿಂದ ನೀವು ಬರೆದ್ರೆ ಸೇಫ್ ಆಗಿರ್ತೀರಾ. ಮತ್ತೆ ಅದು ಡಿಲೀಟ್ ಆಗ್ಬಿಡೋ ಅಂಥದ್ದಾದ್ರೆ ಕ್ಲೋಸ್ ಆಗ್ಬಿಡುತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ ಓಕೆ, ಹ್ಯಾಪಿ ಪೀಪಲ್ ಫಾಲೋ. ಎಲ್ಲರಿಗೂ ಅರ್ಥ ಆಗಿದೆ ಅಂತ ಅನ್ಕೊಳ್ತೀನಿ. ಏನಾದ್ರು ಡೌಟ್ಸ್ ಇದ್ರೆ ನೀವು ಆ ಗ್ರೂಪ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಪೋಸ್ಟ್ ನ ಮಾಡಿ, ಸೊ ದಟ್ ಎವ್ರಿ ಒನ್ ನೋಸ್. ಓಕೆ, ಸೊ ಟೈಮ್ ಸೆಷನ್ ಔಟ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ ಅನ್ಸುತ್ತೆ. ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಏನಾದ್ರು ಡೌಟ್ ಇದ್ರೆ ಕೇಳ್ಬಹುದು. ಡೌಟ್ ಇದ್ರೆ ಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ ವಾಟ್ಸ್ಆಪ್ ಮುಖಾಂತರ ಕೇಳಿ. ಏನಾದ್ರು ಡೌಟ್ ಇದೆಯಾ ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಯಾರಿಗಾದ್ರು? ಅರ್ಥ ಆಗಿದೆಯಾ? ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಫಾರ್ಮುಲಾಸ್ ನೆನ್ಪಿಟ್ಕೊಳ್ಳೋದು ತುಂಬಾನೇ ಇಂಪಾರ್ಟೆಂಟ್. ನೀವು ಮತ್ತೆ ಯಾವ್ದ್ರ ಜೊತೆ ಕಾರಲೇಷನ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಕು ಅನ್ನೋಂಥದ್ದನ್ನು ತುಂಬಾ ಇಂಪಾರ್ಟೆಂಟ್. ಸೆಷನ್ ಕ್ಲೋಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೋದಾ? Shall we close the session? ಅರ್ಥ ಆಗಿದೆಯಲ್ಲ ಎಲ್ಲರಿಗೂ? ಯಾಕೆ ಇಷ್ಟೇ ಜನ ಬರ್ತಾ ಇರೋದು ಕ್ಲಾಸ್ಗೆ? Only 16 members are there. How many are there? What about the other students? Not interested. Is what is your problem? 2 people have raised the hand. ಯಾರಾದ್ರೂ ಒಬ್ರು ಮಾತಾಡಿ. ಏನರ್ಥ? ಏನಾದ್ರು ಡೌಟ್ ಇದೆಯಾ? ಪ್ರವೀಣ್ ಕುಮಾರ್, ಲಾವಣ್ಯ ಇದೀರಮ್ಮ ಕ್ಲಾಸಲ್ಲಿ? ಆಗಿದೆಯಾ ಪ್ರವೀಣ್?
ಆಯ್ತು.
Okay, we'll see it again tomorrow. Then we have to go probable error ಮತ್ತೆ correlation ಜೊತೆ ಮಾಡುವಂತ ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್ಸ್ ಇದೆ. So I'll post the question papers. ನೀವು ಅದನ್ನ ಆದಷ್ಟು ಸಾಲ್ವ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕಾಗತ್ತೆ ಎಲ್ಲ ಕ್ವೆಶ್ಚನ್ಸ್ ನ. Right? Okay, thank you. We'll see you once again.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay, thank you.